Respected dear family members, many messages given in YouTube, I used to translate it into English also. But for the last few days I have not done it. So I will be going to some of the points. I am sure you might have heard about Priyanka Chopra. She is the daughter of a Christian and a Hindu. Her mother had a last wish that her body should be cremated, buried in church. Unfortunately, the church authorities did not permit to fulfill the last wish of her mother. However, you remember that if this would have happened in a Hindu home, how these so-called progressive, so-called atheist and so-called leftist and so-called award vapasi people, intellectuals of India will react. The leftist and the atheist and the so-called progressives kept quiet against the church. Unfortunately, Priyanka Chopra had to cremate her mother's dead body as per the Hindu beliefs, because the church did not agree. But it appears another wing of the church permitted to be buried in their churches. Whatever may be the thing, when the churches work against the Christians or others, the intellectuals and the so-called politicians and the so-called atheists always keep quiet. But anything is happening from the side of a Hindu, even if it is not from the group of Hindus, even if it is from an individual side, these people used to shout and scream. Next point, churchianity. There are two words in Christianity. One, Christianity. Christianity means what the Christians follow as per Jesus' Old Testament and the New Testament. But what is created nowadays by the church, by the priest of the church, by enforcing the people to follow the rules of the church, created by them, not by Jesus or not by in the Old Testament or New Testament. So imposing the rules and superstitions and negatives by the church, for keeping the church stronger and rigid, for curtailing the freedom of the Christians. Whatever the church does now, that is known as churchianity. That is known as churchianity. Next point, whenever Hindus organize Hindu conglomeration, Hindu seminar, Hindu conference, make it a point that those who are participating in the seminar or conference should give as much contribution as possible for holding such Hindu conferences. Christians do it perfectly well, Muslims also do it perfectly well, but Hindus used to spend money for the government temples, for making golden flag post, for giving sumptuous annadanam, for decorating the temples and so on, for luxurious activities in the temple. But they rarely give money for the Hindu dharma spreading or Hindu dharma based conferences. Every Hindu conference should be ultimately aimed at creating scientific, logical and rational thinking of the heritage cultural values, heritage spiritual values, heritage religious values, not merely adoring Lord Krishna, Lord Rama, or so-called waste of time through mere bhajans without understanding the meaning of the bhajan. So ultimate aim is not merely prayer for Hindus. Spirituality is a small part of Hindu dharma. Ultimate aim of every Hindu conference should be mental elevation, physical strength of the body, and family relation, cultural enlightenment, social bondage strengthening, national integration, for which the contribution should be taken maximum from those who are participating from this. Next point. In Kerala we used to celebrate Ramayana in the month of Karkadaga. In Shaka era it falls on Shravana partly. Anyway, Ramayana, whenever you are reading Ramayana, whenever you are interpreting Ramayana, whenever you are analyzing Ramayana, whenever you are explaining Ramayana, try to explain little bit spirituality, but not exaggeration of the spirituality in Ramayana. Many a times what is happening, we exaggerate, we overemphasize the spirituality in Ramayana. That will not be giving any useful message to the people. That will be giving one simple message that you pray Rama, he will solve all your problem. But Rama himself suffered a lot for 14 years in the forest. And finally he lost his wife also. So Rama suffered a lot. You are praying to him who suffered a lot to solve your problem. That means illogical and irrational. But what we have to learn and what we have to teach from Ramayana is specifically speaking, the management or a life skill, life management. That is the word most appropriate for Ramayana. Life management for us. Explain it as a management book, life management book. Even the old people will like it so fantastically because it is relevant in the day-to-day life. Sri Rama and Lakshmana lived in Treta Yuga. We are living in Kali Yuga, 5118th year after the beginning of the Kali Yuga. So if you are learning Bhagavad Gita as the management of principles of Bhagavad Gita, learning the management principles of Ramayana, learning the management principles of the life in Upanishad, you will be achieving a lot. It will be relevant even today. It will be relevant even after 1000 years. So learn Ramayana as a life management principle, flowing, giving literature, which is the Adi Kavyam created by Valmiki Maharshi. Next point about Upanishad. What is meant by Upanishad? In Hindu Dharma, for the most common man, convey the message of useful, purposeful, fruitful and meaningful life. Convey the messages for useful, purposeful, fruitful and meaningful life through stories. That is Puranas. When the listener elevate slightly more, give the messages through stories plus experiences of other people. Stories plus experiences of other people. That is Mahabharata. When the listener, when the audience get elevated further, give the messages through the experiences. That is Valmiki Ramayana. When the audience, when the listener reaches the 4th level, give the messages directly. Give the messages directly. That is the Vedas. When you reach the last stage, 5th stage, give the truth, fact and essence of life. Give the truth, fact and essence of life. There you can see the Upanishad. You are giving only the truth, only the fact. But what it says, whatever you have gained, you will not be taking when you are going back from this one. If birth is there, death is there. In our life, ups are there, downs are there. Uttishtata, gloriously stand up. Jagrata, be aware that you are not permanent in this world. Prapyavaran nibodada, enlighten yourself by acquiring knowledge from the scholars. Is that one word, one line message given by Upanishad? Upanishad, the word means, Upa means nearer. Nishad means taking you to that point. Upanishad means taking you to the final point. Absolute truth, absolute fact and absolute essence of life. That is what Upanishads do. So understand about the Upanishad. Next point, there will be a problem for everybody in the world. You try to solve your problem. Everyone in this world has got problem. Barack Hussein Obama has got his problem. Narendra Modi has got his problem. Siddaramaiah has got his problem. Chandrababu Naidu has got his problem. And Mufti Mahbooba Mufti Sayyid Muhammad, her problem in Jammu Kashmir. Even though they are all sitting as the rulers, they have got their problem. A cook has got his problem. A scavenger has got his problem. A teacher has got her or his problem. So everyone in the world has got their problem. So try to solve your problem without depending much on others. But remember, listening from others, watching others, discussing with others, thinking about others' method of solving the problem will be easy for you to take a good thing from others to solve your problem. Listening, watching, discussing, thinking will help you, but don't lean upon others for solving your problem. Now, 1 month ago, it appears, a news appeared. Bill Gates, the richest man in the world, who could make money through computers. Bill Gates went to Africa and he gave lakhs and lakhs of chicken to African people. Not computer, not chips, not mobile phone, but chicken. In the speech he delivered a message that what is the need in African countries, it's not the computer or mobile phone, it's the minimum food. Food is the requirement at present in African countries. Swami Vivekananda also said, for the hungry people, Bhagavad Gita will not work. For the hungry people, your philosophy and religion will not work. First give them food. Bill Gates also said that. So, you can educate people in computer or mobile science as an earning for the food. But initially you have to give the food. If they are very poor, if they are suffering from hunger or if they are hungry, your knowledge will not get penetrated into the mind of the people. Now, next point. Nadar Christians. You may be knowing that nearly 6 or 7 lakhs Christian families are there in South Travancore, South Trivandrum. Nadar Christians are there, about 6 or 7 lakhs families. Number may be, individual number may be higher. But very recently I happened to go to one Nadar temple. And when they discussed with me about the number of Nadars who got converted into Christianity and the number of Nadars who are there in the Hindu Dharma, I got shocked. The Christian Nadars create an impression among others that all the Nadars have got converted into Christianity. Through all the hooks and crooks methods, Nadars are trying to convert their Nadar relatives into Christianity. But the temple authorities told that only 1/3 of the Nadars have got converted into Christianity. 2/3 Nadars are still remaining as Hindus. 2/3 Nadars are still remaining as Hindus. Unfortunately, throughout day and night and every local places, the Christian Nadars create a wrong impression that all the Christians have already got converted into Christianity. See how crooked way the Christians are selling Jesus Christ. Not only drinking his blood as wine, not only eating his body as bread, not only worshipping the cross in which the God's Son got crucified, worshipping that cross, not only doing all the negatives in the name of Christianity, but also selling Jesus Christ and the Bible through cheating, fraud, exaggeration and superstitions. You should understand that. Bring back those who have got from Hindu Dharma. Take it as a pledge whether people like it or not. Pray even if you have got 100 more janma, let it be an Indian, let it be as a Hindu. That Hindu Dharma is the only civilization survived out of 114 civilizations existed in the surface of the globe earth. For the last 10,000 years, Hindu Dharma is there. We can accommodate Jesus, we can accommodate Allah, we can accommodate Jehovah, we can accommodate a Bible, we can accommodate easily a Quran, because we have got 33 million gods. You cannot find out in numerical way, I am just telling the number. We have got more than 1 lakh books. Putting Bible, Quran and some other book with our book is, we don't have any problem. We have never said only our God is correct. We have never said only our pathway is correct. We have never said only our God can protect you and take you to heaven, and you have to convert it to our God, our system. We never said that one. But these Christians and Muslims are doing it fanatically with the support of politicians and the so-called constitutional support. Really, constitution is not supporting that. But remember that our ultimate aim is to bring back the Hindu Dharma, energize the Hindu Dharma by bringing back those who are interested to come back, but not forceful conversion. Thank you very much. This message will be continued every day. Thank you. Thanks a lot.